Hey y'all, this is Sunday and it's late, and this is the third time I've started this silly video, and I was supposed to be doing a review for Light Wish watercolors. They had they had reached out to me and asked me if I would do a review on their 48 color watercolor set, and I said sure, because I love Light Wish products. I don't think this is from Light Wish. It's definitely not the product that they said they were going to send me, which means I'm not going to do a review because this is not what I agreed to. I'm hoping it's not from Light Wish, because normally they're professional and they stand by their agreements, and so I'm going to say that this came from somewhere. I don't know where it came from. My first impression was really cheap, something that you could have picked up at Five Below, and I have been playing around with it a little bit. The pigments are good. The pigments are really good. You know, I'm going to give an honest review. I do not like the tin they're in. I do not like the way that the paints are not numbered or tagged. You don't know what the color are. They came in very cheap paper coverings that weren't even attached. They didn't come with a brush at all. And the first reaction, my first thought when I opened this up is I thought, oh, this is really cheap. And at first I thought the paints were going to be like what you got at the Dollar Tree. I mean, that was my first impression. I'm going to show you what I've done so far. Now, they do not react like most watercolors. They're more like a gouache. I know, I say gouache all the time. It's just because I like saying words that don't really exist, except in my world. But I do know that they're actually called gouache. It's almost like it's a combination of watercolor and gouache, which is not what you expect from watercolor, number one. I like the results from them, but it's not a watercolor result. So I'm going to flip this down so you can see, and I'm going to show you up close. Now this is me removing, having to add more water to the actual leaf, or whatever you want to call it, and removing a lot of the color. The transparency is not there. But we're going to continue this for just a few more, not a whole lot. Yeah. Just so you can see. And I've had to wet these down over here 4 times so far, because they keep drying out. And we're on this one. And I just want you to see, see, there's no transparency. That's why I'm saying it's almost like between a watercolor and a gouache. And then when I add more water and move it around, and there's quite a bit of water standing on that right there, and I'm taking some of it off. Now you can get it off good. It comes off really nicely. But it's not what you would expect. Now they're sort of fun to use. I couldn't find these anywhere. I looked on Amazon. I googled the thing. It's like they don't exist. I don't know where they came from. But I can't see Light Wish send me something like this, because this is, I mean, they reached out to me, and this is not what the email says. And I guess I can show you the email. Hold on a minute. I'll show you the email so you can see. You know, I'm fully transparent with y'all. I pretty much just say it like it is, and in my opinion anyway. Of course, you know, everybody has their own opinion. I'm looking for my email from them. Okay, here it is. Okay. I want you to, let me blow it up where you can see it says 48. It's probably backwards, but it says 48 watercolor set. And when I click on that, it takes me to this, which is that, which it says Light Wish right up here. And I don't know if you can see that. Let me blow it up. But it says Light Wish right there. These don't have Light Wish on them anywhere. They've actually got paw ribbon with, I don't know, it's strange. So I'm assuming that, I don't know why I got these. This is not the agreement we made with Light Wish, so I'm just going to assume that I haven't got those yet. So we're just going to play with these. You see how they're dark? They just do not react like, like a regular watercolor would. Way. If I have to remove color every time, this is, and I'm going to say that's like an indigo blue. And these colors are wet. And you can see and I'll add more water. And there's just water standing on top. I'm going to have to remove some of the water because it's just way too much water. That's what I have so far. Which the colors are really pretty. It's just not what I expect from. And maybe they need more water. Maybe that's what it is, but there's a lot of water standing on each one of these. Sorry. Okay, and then we have this one down here. Now the colors do dry out really fast. I just had to add more water. Now that one's more transparent. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Again, I'm getting they're really opaque. And I had to add more water to get the transparency. So this is going to take a lot more water. To get the transparency, but at the same time you can remove that color. Okay. And I'm needing to add more color to get the transparency in here. I don't know if you can tell by, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, on how much color, how much water I'm actually putting down. But it's quite a bit of color. Quite a bit of water to even start getting a little bit of transparency. Which this could be good and bad. The colors are vibrant. That is one thing I've got to say. They are vibrant colors. Once again, I'm adding water. And I'm going to remove it. Okay, let's see. I added the water to the brush, so let's see if this works any better. Because that seems really dry. It's still really opaque. So let's just put Of course, this is dry. I'm putting it in dry paper. I'm not putting it on wet, so I guess in a minute we can try that and see if the results are different. But I can get if it comes off. I like the colors. I think I put the same. I think this is the same color. No, this is darker, I think. See how it looks almost dry? See, it's just so, it's not transparent. And maybe it's just that there's so much pigment in it that you just need, you can't take it straight out of the pan. Maybe you have to mix it every time, which may not be a bad thing. Okay. This is another brown, which is unusual to have. Now you've got the transparency in this one. still not the same. Let me try to remove some of this. Hope you can see this. Okay, now we're getting into an orange. See, that just looks so opaque. I keep saying it, but it's just blowing my mind. Adding more water. A spot right there, which actually I don't mind. Let's see if I can get more of that off. Well, you don't have that many more colors. Let's see what the yellows look like, because normally the yellows are the hardest to get a bright, vivid. Yellow. I had to add more water. It was super dry. That is very, very opaque. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. Okay. It's a pretty bright, vibrant yellowish orange. So let's just go into a true yellow. peg, which I guess for yellow is good. I'm adding more fresh water, clean water, not my mixing water. Okay, and then I dried my brush off. And I'm going in and trying to remove I'm adding more water to see if I can get it. Okay. So now we've got this color. I'm not quite sure if I like this color. I guess it's supposed to be a skin tone color. It doesn't remind me of a true beige. It's like a pink. It reminds me of a skin tone color. And of course we have white. The last one's white, but okay, and I'm adding more clear, clean water to this just to get it thinned down some, I guess. Got a bunch of water standing. I remove some of it. See if I can. It is easy to remove as long as it's still wet. Not my favorite color. The yellows I do like. Okay, the white. We'll go ahead and put white down. It's not, you're not going to be able to see it, but can you see the white? I don't think you can see it. Let me put it over this so you can see the white. I'm putting it over the very first leaf. And actually, it is picking that color up still. Wow, the very first one I did, and it's still blending with that color. That's real wild. So it's not dried out much. Okay. So let's see if I can get Let's see if I can still do this one then. Oh wow, I can. Okay. Let's try it. See the water? The water is so... the water was so thick that it's blowing. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm trying to clean this up a little bit. I'm just making it worse. Okay, something tells me that wow. Even now I can manipulate. Okay, let's see if we can get it dry. Okay, they don't feel chalky on the top. They do not have, oh, the white has a little chalky feeling. These do not. See how easy they are to reactivate. This is just a brush with water. They're actually very, very easy to reactivate, even after drying. Okay. So let's just try this real quick. We'll do this real fast. Just a little mini landscape with the water already being down. Where's the purple? Nope. purple? Nope. There's the purple. That's blue, blue, blue. Here's only one purple. Is that it? Yep, that's it. I don't like that color, so let's just go with this one. Yeah, the paper is so wet that it is starting to brush. Goodness. It's not coming off of there. Yeah, that's where I... Okay, let's try it. Now I should probably stop right here. Okay. Hmm. Okay, good enough. Oh, do I like these? I'm not sure, y'all. I like the vibrancy of the colors, but I don't like the fact that they're so... You have to fight with them to get them that transparent. Let's try something here. Hmm. It's just fighting to get it to... try a different brush. Wonder where all my flat brushes are. Do I have any flat brushes up here? No, I do not. Okay. Yeah, it's really, really hard to get. And if you were going for a smooth finish, it would be really, really hard to do with these paints. The color is vibrant. It is. But I don't think you could get a wash on here. Let me see. And that was me just dipping my brush. Well, you could. Yeah, you can. And you can remove the paint. So I'm not quite sure. You see how it is so opaque looking. And trying to get just a little bit of color on is almost impossible. Let's try this. That's the orange I just tried to use. Okay. That's the yellow. Okay. Now that should come out as transparent. Okay, and it does. Not as transparent as I would like. As much water is in here, but that worked pretty good. I don't know. Do you like my tray? I do like my landscape. I always like my landscapes. Okay. Well, I can't say where these came from, so I don't know what these are. They're not like any other watercolor views, good or bad. The pigment is there, but because they are so pigmented, you have to really work to get. I don't know. Could it be a bad thing ever to have too much color? I would have told you before this video. No, the better, the more pigment, the better. But now, I don't know, because it's sort of a struggle. But the colors were really pretty. I can say that. They're vibrant. Especially the yellow. but they do reactivate so easily with water, which is probably a good thing too. I showed this on a short. I was so happy with my flowers, y'all. That's watercolor. I was bored one night. That's the book that I got at Salvation Army that day for $1. And I just put my journal right there. And then there was a sticker that I had to pull out of here on the inside. It was an advertisement for something. And I just played around. And I'm going to put that right there. And all that does is it says My Joys. It's just a colorful little thing to replace for the sticker toward the paper in the book. And just positive affirmation. So, okay, let's get into what I got at Walmart. Oh, I do have something coming in tomorrow from Amazon that I'm really looking forward to doing a comparison. And I can tell you that it is going to, not going to tell you what it is until the video tomorrow, but I can tell you that I am going to be comparing a Let's Resin product with a J. Diction product. Yeah, I haven't done J. Diction in a long, long time. But I wanted to see. And so when that comes in tomorrow, I gotta go to the foot doctor tomorrow too now. I'm hoping he gives me an A-okay. It's healed. It's done. It's over. Okay, the first thing I ordered are those. Lavender. And I ordered these because I was watching, I think it was TikTok. It was either TikTok or Facebook Reel. I don't remember which one. And somebody was using this. She had taken some wooden boxes or something and was stuffing, no, it was a pie plate. And then she took some cardboard and covered the pie plate with some decorative paper and then stuck these inside of it. Very easy peasy, a 2-minute craft. But she said that this lavender she got from Walmart, and it was the realest looking artificial lavender. Now it's plastic, and is it silk plants? No, it doesn't look as good as that, but they look pretty good, especially for the price. And I want to say this is Mainstream Lavender Pick, and I want to say these were $1.27 a pick. So 2 cents more than what the Dollar Tree would be at Walmart. And I would never have looked at Walmart if I had not seen that TikTok or Reel, whichever one it was. And so I wanted to share that with you because, yeah, it is really, and I'll show it to you real close up so you can see. Oh, and that's flipped. And this is going to be backwards. Yeah, it is. And I don't know how to get up here. I've got it set up right downstairs. I'm going to have to do it behind me, I guess. I don't know. And then while I was on there, I saw these. I believe these are the boxwood, yeah. They're the boxwood plant picks. And you get quite a few off of here. And again, I'll do a really close up so you can see what they look like. And you get several. Like if you cut each one of these off, you get several. And this was like $1.78 a pick for that. And I think I got 2 of those. And then I only got one of these, and one of them's already fallen off. This is the eucalyptus. And that's what, just, oh, look at that. I have green paint all over. Oh, that paint I think is very pigmented. Look at that. Oh, that's wild. Okay, anyway. So you can see what it looks like up close. And there's several. I mean, there's several of them on this one. I think that one went there. Yes, it did. And I think this one was like $2.25 for the eucalyptus. But they're all main stain. And this is called a eucalyptus pick. Walmart. You may want to check Walmart out. Now they had these at my store, so I had them delivered. We do have Walmart Plus, so we don't pay for deliveries. We order quite a bit from Walmart online, from our local store, and they just deliver it to us. Now these, I want to, oh, there's another piece of boxwood that fell off. Okay, these right here, I got 3 up because I looked at my Dollar Tree and I couldn't find the paintbrush, the paint stir sticks anywhere. And so I went on Walmart.com, and for 5 stir sticks, it was $1.15 for 5. And it's the 1 gallon, let's see, it does not have the length, and I'm going to say they're about 12 inches long. I'm going to say they're about 12 inches long. And I got 3 packs of them. I'll take one out to show you what they look like. There's no branding on them. It's just wood, which of course if you didn't like that, you could cut them off there. This doesn't bother me right here. I'm trying to get it back in here. There it goes. Okay. So I got 3 packs of those. And then I almost add the Gorilla. And I like the Gorilla glue sticks. I don't use glue sticks a lot, but I went ahead and got them to have them. And these were $1.97 on Walmart. Of course, this was my local Walmart that I ordered online for. So I don't know if the prices will vary depending on where you are. I also got the E6000 glue. Now, I do not get the big tubs of it anymore. I used to, the big tube. But by the time I got it halfway used, it started getting really thick and gooey, and I couldn't use it anymore. So I get the smaller ones. To me, they're just easier to use, and they don't go bad on me nearly as fast. I tend to use these up before they have the opportunity to go bad. And then I needed more white, so I got the Waverly Chalk paint. This is just white. And I think this was $1.78. And then I needed black to paint, and this is just their spray paint. I did not get the Rust-Oleum. I did get the Rust-Oleum matte for the rocking chair. That's not in this bag, but this is for the bracelet holders. that I made for Ashley for the craft fair coming up, to spray the napkin and the paper towel holder black, so it sort of mingles in with the black felt or black velvet material. And I went ahead and got 2 cans of that just to have, because I like to do a lot of dry brushing too, and with this I can spray paint something and dry brush on top of it really, really fast and easy. And these were $2.97 at Walmart. And I believe that is everything that I got. And I still don't have any explanation of where this came from. I'm really hoping Light Wish didn't make that big of a mistake. I will email them about this. It came to me. It came to Southern Lady Artistic Creations. And it did come to my address, which I don't know how they would get my address if it wasn't Light Wish. I'm really hoping that it wasn't, though, because yeah, it's not what I agreed to get. So I'll let you know. I'll talk to Light Wish. I mean, I'm not going to do a review on any product that you can't even find. And so I don't know. If y'all have ever seen that, let me know, because I can't find it anywhere. But the pigment is, I mean, it's all over. I wonder if it's dye. Oh, let's see. Let's see if it's. Let's see how easy it is to get off. Now, thankfully, it's easy to get off. Oh, that's a good thing. So I have it everywhere on me, I think. Oh, I know what it was. Evidently, the landscape's got a lot of green in it. But yeah, okay. It comes off really, really well. Yeah, there had to be some kind of cleaning. It wouldn't be my video without cleaning, right? Alrighty, yeah. Oh goodness, I've been doing this for a while. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, or just chit-chatting and hanging out together. Let me know in the comments below. Y'all have a great Monday. Tomorrow will be Monday. A great beginning to a new week. Yes. I hope it's filled with lots of creativity, joy, and peace. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.